Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School.
欢迎来到 Enjoy 英语学院。
I'm Stevie.
And I'm Laurie.
Yesterday, we talked about a book. Yesterday and today is our book club lesson. We talked about a book. Our title for the article is The Ocean Strikes Back. But we're talking about a book called The Swarm. And in the book, basically, creatures deep down in the ocean are telling animals to attack humans because humans are destroying the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So these creatures that scientists found are going to destroy the humans. And the scientists have to figure out how to stop it.
没错，所以呢，这个今天来到我们好书俱乐部的第2天了啊。那么呢，我们中文的这个标题呢是地球的逆袭，海洋大反击。但是经过昨天我们已经知道啊，我们讲的这本书其实是中文叫群，而且呢，它大概的这个大纲哦，就如同刚刚 Stevie 老师说的那样。那么我们今天呢要继续来看到的啊，这个有关于这个作者。他呢，这个对于这本书的付出，以及呢，接下来这个有一些其他的改编的这个作品要出现了，那都在今天的这个文章里头，我们要来谈到所以我们赶快来一起看一看。
Okay, as Laurie just mentioned, today we're talking about the author. We talked more about the book yesterday. We're going to talk about the author today.The first paragraph starts out saying, The Swarm is one of the world's most successful eco-thrillers and was a best-selling book for months on end. Okay, we've talked about this word before, bestseller. It means it sold more than anybody else. It was the best. So it's called a bestseller. So it's one of the world's most successful eco-thrillers.Because it was a best-selling book for months on end. A lot of bestsellers make it for a day, a week. This one was a bestseller for months on end. And that means a lot of months together is what that means.
没错。
They were all together, okay, months on end.
好，所以我们来看到一开始他讲到说，群这本书呢，可以说是全世界这个最成功的这个海洋生态的这个惊悚小说之一这个是我们昨天其实有提到的 eco thrillers 那么呢，同时它也是一本畅销书，叫做 best selling book。但是怎么样的畅销书呢？它是连续数个月都在榜上的这个畅销书。所以这里我们看到了 for 加一个时间的长度，后面加一个 on end， 指的就是连续多久的这个感觉所以比如说 for days on end， 或者是这个 for a month on end 这样子的一个用法，就是指连续的没有中断的这个时间长度怎么样这样。
It's also packed with complex scientific topics, such as how ocean currents work.Okay, so it's also packed with. When we say something is packed with something, 它就是被塞住, okay? You push it in, you pack it in until it's full. It's packed with. What it means is it has lots of.
没错。
Okay? It has lots of complex scientific topics. Now, what is simple? S-I-M-P-L-E. Simple means 简单, 基本,
不复
right?
杂。
Yeah.So, these are not simple, they're complex, which is 复杂。Yeah.
好，所以呢，接下来我们看到他讲到 it 指的是群这本书呢，它也是充满了复杂的这个科学议题、科学主题。这里我们看到的 be packed with， 刚刚呢这个 Stevie 老师已经表演了那么其实它的意思就是充满的意思。所以我们有时候在文章很容易见到的是 be packed with people 这个人山人海或者有时候每次在讲那个 movie 的时候会讲 be packed with action 这样子的用法。那么这里的话呢，我们今天 be packed 是 with complex 的这种scientific topics， 就是很复杂的、不简单的这个科学的主题那么逗号的后面，比如说呢，洋流是怎么运作的那么这里我们看到的 ocean currents 这个 current 跟昨天的那个当作形容词表示现今的、当今的不一样这边指的是洋流，它是名词，所以你看到后面有加了一个 s。
And for students who think ocean currents, that sounds... actually, the way that the ocean moves and how the currents move depends on weather, it depends on heat, on cold, how the earth moves, and it also affects the weather. So it's a pretty fascinating topic, and it is very complex.
And very important.
Yeah.
所以呢，刚刚呢 ，Stevie 老师是在补充说，这个洋流啊，它其实呢关系到这个海的洋流的怎么移动，然后呢跟这个气候、跟这个热湿度，或者是跟这个环境都有关系啊。那么所以其实是一个很重要，而且也很 fascinating， 是很迷人的的一个这个科学的一个主题。
Yeah，也许听起来很无聊，可是事实上是一个还蛮酷、蛮精彩的一个东西。
Okay.
Yeah. So who is the remarkable author behind this book? We say behind this book, but what we mean is who wrote this? Who is this remarkable person?
所以呢，我们在讲到这一句呢，就带出了真正的这个问题了啊，就是那么到底谁是这本书后面的这个不凡的这个让人呢这个为之惊艳让人呢佩服的这个作者呢所以这边呢，首先看到这个 remarkable 这一个形容词讲到的就是呢，让人觉得很 amazing 让人觉得非常的 extraordinary 这样子很杰出不凡的一个作者，所以它是一个很高的一个赞美，很高的一个赞赏的一个这个形容词。
Yep. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the next paragraph. This paragraph starts with the author's name. We mentioned it yesterday. His name is Frank Schatzing. And you may be surprised to learn that he is not actually a scientist. So we just said this book was full of interesting and it was packed with complex science topics. Well, this might surprise you. He's not actually a scientist.
所以呢，接下来呢，我们就进入第二段的这个直接切入正题了，讲到这个作者因为刚刚前一段问到，那么书背后的这名作者不凡的作者是谁呢？所以直接在第二段就回答说，他的名字就叫做法兰克·薛庆，而且呢，你可能会很惊讶的发现，叫做 be surprised to learn 这里的 learn 是发现的意思。发现什么呢？就是他事实上根本不是一名科学家，但是呢，在前面的这个第一段的时候就已经讲到，书中却是充满了科学的复杂的主题，所以呢，这个事才会让你很惊讶，他原来不是科学家。
So, if he's not a scientist, what does he do? Instead, he works in advertising. Not what I expected. Instead of being a scientist, he works in advertising.
所以呢，接下来这一句很简短但是呢，很令人惊讶，就讲到说，相反的他呢这个并不是科学家的他呢，反而他是工作呢是在这个广告业这里的 advertising 广告业。
While he was writing The Swarm, while he was writing this book, Schatzing worked at an advertising agency during the day and spent much of his free time on the novel. So, an advertising agency. This is the term we use. It just means an advertising company. Okay, that's all it means here. So, while he was writing this, he worked in advertising during the day. In his free time, he wrote the novel.
所以接下来呢，讲到说，那么当他在写这个《群》这本书的时候呢，薛庆他白天的时候呢，是在广告公司工作，然后呢，他大部分的 free time 是他休闲的时间呢，则是花在这本小说上。
This is where you think, ooh, cool, this next part. He devoted himself to researching the scientific topics covered by the book. We could also say covered in the book as well. So he didn't really understand much about the ocean before. And so to write a book that was, even though it's science fiction, he wanted it to, the parts he was talking about, the science to be real.
Yeah, of course.
So he devoted himself to researching the scientific topics. When you devote yourself to something, that means it's something that's very important to you. So you spend your time, you spend your energy, you care about this thing, you work for this thing, you are devoted to it.
所以呢，接下来我们看到的这个他就是完全的把自己呢投入在这个呢，我们等一下来讲这个 devote oneself to something 那么他完全把自己呢就是投入在研究那些这本书里头有包含到的这个科学的主题所以呢，刚刚首先讲到 devote 是指贡献或者你致力于什么、专注于什么这样子的一个东西。那 devote 什么你可以这个比如说 devote your time然后呢 to 后面是把它花在什么上面呢？你致力于什么呢？所以 to 后面呢这个接这个 something 那如果你要接的是动词，像本文的句子 research 的话，你就要记得加 ing 那么呢，所以 devote oneself to 你当然把自己整个贡献于这个某个事情上的时候，换言之，你献身于什么？所以它是到这个程度的那么最后呢，这边有一个 cover 那么 cover 我们知道呢，它其中的一个用法就是指包含的意思。所以呢，它这里提到的就是本书中所包含的科学主题。
Now, when you're devoted to something like this, what do you have to do? Well, you have to do a lot of research. And the next sentence says, this included speaking with marine biologists, so he could understand a little bit about marine animals and marine life, and reading numerous research papers. Numerous in this case means many. He read many research papers. He had to study a lot.
没错。所以呢，接下来讲到说了this 指的是上一句所讲的它的这个 devotion 它的这个投入是包含了什么呢？它包含了第一个与这个海洋生物学家的这个访谈 speaking with them 跟他们这个谈话然后呢，以及读呢这个很多的大量的叫 numerous 这个研究的报告，这里的 papers 就是指报告的意思。
And thanks to his background in advertising, he was able to help effectively market the book as well. Because he was good at advertising, well, he was able to help market the book, to sell the book in this case, and to get people to like it.
没错。所以呢，最后这一句讲到说呢，那么归功于由于这里我们看到的 thanks to 等于 owing to 或 because of 那么呢，由于他呢在广告业这样的一个背景，所以他呢也 be able to 就是他 can 他可以呢，他能够去帮助这个有效的叫做 effectively 的 market 来行销这本书。
Okay, so
nice
basically, yeah, nice job. We'll take a quick break and come back and look at the last paragraph. Now, just like every good book out there, or series of books that people love, what do you think is going to happen next?
Adaptation.
It's going to turn into a movie or a series, right?
That's right.
I want to ask students a question. Whenever there is a really great book or series of books out there and people start talking about it, what do they usually do? They turn it into a movie or a TV series, right?
That's right.
Okay. That's what they're going to do. Okay. Looking at the next paragraph, a producer of Game of Thrones, this is one of the producers from Game of Thrones, is currently adapting the novel into an English language TV series. So it's going to be a new TV series, basically. They're adapting it. Whenever we say to adapt something means to change it, right? So they're kind of changing it from book form to film. That's what adapting means here.
没错，好，所以我们来看到最后这一段的一开头呢，讲到了这个 a producer 是制片哦，那什么的制片呢 ？of 后面告诉我们是《冰与火之歌》《权力游戏》，它的制片呢 is currently 它正在这里的 currently 又出现了那么这里的 current 呢，它这个currently 这个副词是指现在的所以呢，跟我们刚刚前面讲的 ocean current 那个洋流是不一样的它现在正在干嘛呢？Adapt A into B， 就是要把 A 呢改变为 B 这样子的一个概念。所以呢，他要把这个小说改编为呢一个这个英语的电视影集所以呢 Adapt A into B 是这样。那有时候你会看到 Adapt A from B， 这就是把 A 呢由这个 B 呢来做一个改编，这样子是不同的。
Now, Game of Thrones, 冰火之歌, right? When they were making this series on HBO, it was one of the most expensive TV series ever. Okay?
Okay.
Well, the next sentence says, the series, this new series, which will take place in locations all around the world, is expected, this means they think this is going to happen, the series is expected to be the most expensive European production ever. Ever. This means it's probably going to be pretty good. They're going to put a lot of money into this. So I'm looking forward to this.
好的，所以接下来这一句讲到说The series 这部影集呢怎么样的一个影集呢？也就是这个会在全世界各个地方呢来拍摄这里的话我们看到了这个 take place 等于是 happen 的意思。那这个影集它发生在全世界的各个地方，什么意思？那当然就是指他们去做那个 shooting， 它的这个拍摄这样子的在世界各地呢进行拍摄的这样的一部影集is expected to be。将会呢是被预期会是怎么样？是这个欧洲的这个制作的这样子的来讲，制作成本最高的一部作品。所以这里有一个 ever 那么这个 ever 的感觉就是呢，这个有史以来这样子的一个概念。
A movie is also in the works. So somebody is also making a movie of this. It's in the works. They are working on it now, or at least they're talking about it.
所以呢，接下来又讲到，而且也有一部电影呢，是正在呢这个我们可以讲有两种可能in the works， 它要么是在这个计划中，就像刚刚Steve 老师说，至少他们也在 talk about it，那或者是它已经在进行当中那么所以呢，进行到一半，那快了这样子。
Yeah.
那从
And 我刚刚不小心停在中间 So a movie is also in the works. 其实这个已经是一个 sentence,
可以
right?
是，可以是。
所以呢 So soon there will be more than one way to enjoy the swarm. So not just the book, you'll be able to enjoy it on TV and a movie.
没错。所以呢，最后在这边讲到说，所以很快的就会有不止一种的方式，让你可以去好好的享受群了。
Now, we're going to have a very quick review. I want to mention a phrase that we used in the first paragraph of today's article. The sentence, it said the Swarm is one of the world's most successful eco-thrillers and was a best-selling book for months on end. And you talked about this in Chinese. It means continuous, all connected together, right? And I want to tell students, now, we wouldn't say minutes on end, because that's kind of a small time, right? But we might use hours on end.
Days.
We might days on end, weeks on end, years on end. And we would use this sentence like, I've been waiting to go home for hours on end. Okay, it means I feel like I've been waiting all day. Or, they were stuck on the island for years on end. So this word obviously is used for, when you want to describe a long time. So you can use hours, days, months, weeks, years. but never minutes or seconds, because that's kind of too small, too short a time.
好，所以呢，这边的话呢 ，Stevie 老师帮我们补充的这个用法哦，那么提醒大家，就是第一个前面一定有一个 for 哦 ，for 的后面去接一个时间的长度，然后你再接 on end， 那么呢，就是指说啊，这个连续的怎么样的一段时间，持续没有中断的一段时间，这样子的一个描述。
Yeah. That's all the time we have for today. We will see you next time.
拜拜。
第48页，好书俱乐部，地球的逆袭，海洋大反击。
The Ocean Strikes Back. The Swarm is one of the world's most successful eco-thrillers and was a best-selling book for months on end. It's also packed with complex scientific topics, such as how ocean currents work. Who is the remarkable author behind this book? His name is Frank Schatzing, and you may be surprised to learn that he is not actually a scientist. Instead, he works in advertising. While he was writing The Swarm, Schatzing worked at an advertising agency during the day and spent much of his free time on the novel. He devoted himself to researching the scientific topics covered by the book. This included speaking with marine biologists and reading numerous research papers. Thanks to his background in advertising, he was able to help effectively market the book as well. A producer of Game of Thrones is currently adapting the novel into an English-language TV series. The series, which will take place in locations all around the world, is expected to be the most expensive European production ever. A movie is also in the works, so soon there will be more than one way to enjoy The Swarm.